Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. It's a new dawn and it's a new day and it's a new life for me. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies are having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. For me. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. And scent of the pine, you know how I feel. And freedom is mine and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. And I'm feeling good.
We're so happy to have you, Seth.
Yes.
Yes, we are blessed. And we're always blessed to have Amber, of course. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's nice to see all of you. Nice to see some of you back. And it's kind of the summertime. It's like a wave. People come, people go. We're moving about. Although I'm not moving much at 110 degrees. Not moving much at all. So anyway, welcome. Let's just take a break from all the busyness of living here. So I invite you to open your mind and your heart and to become centered deep inside, where the essence of you, the essence that is beyond thought, resides. So we thank you, sweet spirit within and all about this room, for bringing us here today. We are in our right and perfect place, and we are here by divine appointment. And we are grateful. Thank you, sweet spirit. And so it is. Amen. Please join me with our opening statement. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God the good, omnipotent. And I will say, if we meditate on that one statement, everything else follows. So, what is our vision? A world of spiritually awakened hearts and minds. And our mission is, we are creating a joyful community on a spiritual pathway to peace and love through fellowship, classes, music, and services. And so it is. Please be seated. And Sylvia now is going to share our daily word.
Namaste. Today's word is power. Great power lies within me, like a treasure chest full of gold and precious jewels buried in my own backyard. It is so close that I sometimes overlook it, leading me to search near and far, seeking strength and value outside myself. Yet my power is in my potential, a gift for me to discover. I am endowed with wisdom, love, creativity, gemstones meant to be uncovered and shared with the world. I am rich in my capacity to use these gifts to reach goals and create my life with intentionality. As I think, speak, and behave in accordance with my divine abilities, I share my treasure. I bring into the light the hidden parts of myself, knowing my power comes from expressing my best self. From Ephesians, for we are what he has made us, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand to be our way of life.
that certainly put me in the zone. That was beautiful, just beautiful. I'm out of my mind today. It happens. And my intention is to drive you out of your mind today also. You know, I was just thinking about when I was small. My dad, every Saturday, would take us to see his mother, my grandmother. It's about a 30-minute drive. 4 girls in the car, all anxious to get there, and this and that, right? We drove him out of his mind. But I have some of the best memories because my dad would sing. He was happy. And he would sing all these old country songs, and he could whistle. I can't, but he could. You know, stay all night, stay a little longer, dance all night. You know that song? You guys know that, sure. So I have these memories. And it's not that I'm stuck in my childhood, because I talk a lot about my childhood, but that is the formation of who we are. Ask any therapist, and they will tell you if you're having difficulty adjusting to your reality, it's because your perception of things somehow got stuck in unresolved issues of your childhood. And we don't want to admit that, but it's true. But the converse is true too. You know, all those happy memories you have, the good times, they're still here. They're still here. And it can make you feel great when you revisit those and give gratitude, right? So going down the highway from Nashville, Tennessee to Pleasant View, where my dad was born and raised and where he passed almost 2 years ago to the day. You know, Pleasant View. I always like the name of that. Let's all have a pleasant view, right? We would say, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Last Sunday after the service, I was talking with a few people, and we were talking about 4th of July, and then out of my mouth comes, well, what's next? If you're a minister, you have a liturgical calendar in your head. Certain days where the themes are there. Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, so on and so forth. What's next? And right then and there, this voice in my head, my Buddhist teacher, nothing happens next. And I went, oh yeah, nothing happens next. So, that's a call to come back to this present moment. You know, we talk about this a lot, don't we? Mindfulness meditation is really a big deal. Sometimes it's incorporated into corporations because they know that when we can still the mind just a little bit, then clarity and productivity comes. Speaking of my Buddhist teacher, Sherry Huber, she's in Northern California, and I did a couple of things with her and a group of people. She made the comment that she meditates while she's driving. And people freaked out. And she said, we have this misconception about meditation, that it's staring at our navel, contemplating our existence. And while that can certainly happen, meditation is simply an expanded awareness, which is something we don't really practice that much. We think we have to be sitting in a chair like this, eyes closed. Her style of meditation is you sit on a cushion, you stare at the wall with your eyes open. Try doing that for 30 minutes. When I first started meditating like that, I thought I was supposed to see colors and, I was thinking I would go into this trance-like state. That's not it at all. It's paying attention to what's in your head. All of us have a movie going on all the time, and most of us don't even watch it. We're not watching the movie. But out of that movie comes decisions, come emotions, all kinds of things. So I'm here to say, get out of your mind. Don't analyze what's in the outer. Jesus said, judge not by appearances, but use righteous judgment. Righteous judgment is to go inside and get your marching orders pretty much all the time. But how do we know what's from spirit and what's from ego? Well, from my experience, you go inside enough that when you hear that still small voice, you recognize it and you learn to discern the difference between your spiritual guidance and your ego wanna do. Boy, we get so attached thinking that we know what's gonna happen next. We make all our plans, we do all that. And then the moment comes when it's now. And where are all those plans? Where are all the woulda, coulda, shoulda, all gonna, and we're just not present for our own lives. So it's important to detach, because it's the attachment to the idea that I can know something. I don't know diddly squat. I'm telling you, that's the truth. You can agree or disagree, and that's our privilege. I know what's true for me, and I share that. If you want a liberated life, an expanded sense of self, and the spiritual power that we have, not just believe in, if you know that you have the power to create your reality, then you can do it consciously. Most of us do it unconsciously. We know what we like to eat, what we like to wear, all that kind of stuff. But I'm not talking about that. You have to get out of your mind. So since Sherry Huber said, I meditate while I'm driving, I've started practicing that. And believe it or not, it's an expanded sense of going down the road. I am aware of the sky. I'm aware of the car. I'm aware of other cars. And all of it folds into the flow. It's a fantastic feeling. So I want to live my whole life that way, right? I want to be able to be meditating wherever I go and whatever I'm saying. I'm doing it right now, actually. And I'm counting on the divine presence that I sense all around me. So why should we care? Why should we care? Well, we know that there are health benefits, right? Lower blood pressure. Maybe that helps you sleep at night, to meditate a little bit, or to start your day with a meditation and a prayer. That's always good. But at some point, we have to be about the business, right? Chop wood, carry water, right? We have to do that. Can you meditate while you do that? And the answer is yes. When we are in a meditative state of mind, we are open and receptive because the ego is not trying to control. We've all had experiences we don't want to repeat, and so the ego says, okay, red alert, don't go over there. Let it go, you know? You are more than an ego. Your ego is your servant. So take a deeper dive into the realization of your spiritual power. Not in an ego sort of way, but more in a surrender and a letting go. A letting go. The prayer then becomes, whatever I need comes to me. And I am open and receptive to it. Even the stuff I don't want to feel. Because at the center of it all is the spiritual presence in me. And that presence is tailor-making my experience. Just as yours. Your life's different from mine. Your point of view is different from mine. Diversity is awesome. That's a huge blessing. And we have to own our experience 100% because it's coming from us. It's coming from us. We think it's coming to us. No. The realization of the power of our spiritual center heals all that needs to be healed. It does. Doesn't mean we negate our human experience. We have challenges of every flavor, every stripe, every color. We do. But everything comes to bless us because we know there is only one presence and one power. And therefore, there's nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. So whatever this day holds, I can go with the flow because I know where I come from, right? We do. To remember that is fundamental to a spiritual path. So what are some of the benefits? Well, for one thing, when we have present moment awareness and it flows and we're with the flow, we don't judge. It just is. And because we don't judge, we accept. There's no resistance. There's no rejection. Do we have human opinions? Of course we do. People do a lot of things I don't like. So what? My life is mine. My view of life is mine. And I want it to be as pure as possible, in alignment with who I came here to be as a divine expression. So that's a commitment I have. What happens next? Nothing happens next because there's only here and now. There is only here and now. We expand, we evolve, and we only do it in the now moment. Even if we're processing something that happened yesterday and we get an insight, that's wonderful. But that insight comes right now. You know, so often we reject what comes to us intuitively, and I've talked about that recently. We reject it because we are so attached to, I gotta know. I know. And that separates me immediately from my spiritual essence. And why is that? It's because there has to be a known and a knower. We cannot know all there is. because it's not a head job. We can only be all there is. Be all you can be, right? Be what you are. And what you are is the beloved expression, just as every person on this planet is. A beloved expression. It is divine life through me that blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I don't know that or recognize it unless I'm mindful of it. So mindfulness starts with your emotions. Are you aware of what you are feeling? Unthaw yourself. It starts with the emotions. And when you can identify how you're feeling, the thought comes. Then the judgment, the ego judgment. Oh, I shouldn't be feeling that. Oh, I like feeling that. Or, oh, I need some more of that. Or, you know. Flow. Starts with the emotions. Then it goes into the mental realm. And once we declare a thing, that's true for us. So a long time ago when, you know, you hear people say, I'm so sick and tired of blah, blah, blah. Don't affirm that. You might could say, I've reached my limit. But to say you're sick and tired only gives a message to the creative part of your consciousness to make you sick and tired. Or anything else that you want to attach to your spiritual essence. Anything else you affirm. We become mindful when we slow down and pay attention to our feelings and then the thoughts attached to that feeling. And if it persists, eventually it goes into our body. We manifest it. We are spiritual beings manifesting our reality. And the smartest thing we can do is pay attention, and not be on automatic pilot, as we, self-included, often are. Come back. Are you there yet? I don't know. You can only arrive in this moment. Not tomorrow, not the next day. You can only arrive in this moment. So where do you want to go? Where I want to go for me. Is the place of joy, peace, grace, knowing everything I need is always provided in this moment. And I can only receive it if I'm aware that it's being offered. Here are some. This comes from Michael Brown, the presence process. Are any of you familiar with the presence process with Michael Brown? When we have present moment awareness, we automatically respond in situations where we used to react. We have increased energy because we're not using our energy to try to control everything. We let it be. We stop procrastinating because we realize the right time is right now. We no longer hurry through our day. We are less resistant to what is because we don't have to be in our heads with an opinion. Spontaneous creativity. I love it when that happens. And here's one that I found really interesting. You're more comfortable with your immediate family. Who would have thought that that would be one of the benefits of mindfulness? And now I'm mindful that I'm really done. Thank you. Einstein said, I didn't arrive at my understanding of the fundamental laws of the universe through my rational mind. Oh, back to Sherry Huber. When she said, I meditate when I'm driving, she also said, it scares me that other people aren't. Yeah. Okay. It is time now to bless our offering. So I invite you to visualize it in your mind if you're holding it in your hand. It's the energy with which we give that is the true reality, the true blessing. So infuse your gift with the vision and the prayer you hold in your heart. And affirm with me our blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful.
Find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. It shines until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer.
know, sometimes I don't know what I'm going to say. All the time, I don't know what I'm going to say. And sometimes the valve won't shut off. Mhm. Which means I have something else to say. We rarely evolve when everything is to our liking. Rarely. So when challenges come, when somebody says something you disagree with and it sticks right here, that's a gift. Because it means you have the opportunity to discover the power within you. To heal, to transcend, and to give compassion, forgiveness, understanding. We cannot be spiritual beings having a human experience if we don't know ourselves as a spiritual being. The road to that awareness is through meditation. And so it is. Okay. Let us stand and close our service. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.